Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to go over a medicine cabinet makeover with you today. It's my intention to educate you and to empower you so that you can go home and with these tools, use them to change your life. We're going to learn about why you want to use essential oils, how to use them, and I'm going to help you take them home today. So, for those who are interested, I'll even tell you a little bit how you can learn to do what I'm trying to do with my business today. So, I have found essential oils to be safer, cheaper, and more effective. How many of you would like safer, cheaper, more effective healthcare? I know a lot of you personally, and I know we all do. We all want to save a buck here or there, and with the way healthcare is going and dreaded Obamacare, we're all looking for ways to save money and to stay well. We want to stay well. We want to live with our families and be able to do fun things with them. We want to be able to work. We want to be able to play. We want to be able to educate our children. And when we're sick, most of the time, we just can't do that. With modern medicine, these drugs are designed to manage symptoms and they often just mask them. Usually, we take these meds and we may feel better for a couple of hours, but there's some dreaded side effects that go with it. A lot of times, I know a lot of, especially like the pain medicines, we'll take this medicine and we'll be out of it for the rest of the day. I know I can take NyQuil and you won't see me for a day or two because it has that tremendous effect to shut down my body and really just not heal me in a way that will allow me to still enjoy my life. Prescription drugs are made to isolate synthetic agents to mimic natural substances. So that's what they're doing in the chemical factory that we call our health system. They're taking natural substances and trying to make them with synthetic processes and materials. You think with the $4 trillion that we spend on healthcare that these things wouldn't be so and that we would be healthier because of it, but we're not. In contrast, I have found in using the oils that I'm using something that God gave us. God created lavender, God created peppermint, and with all of these plants and with all of these natural health benefits that God gave us, we can minimize our symptoms and address the root cause of what is making us sick. So, the essential oils are natural aromatic compound found in plants. You'll see the slide here where it has the purple plant, that's the example of the peppermint there, and you'll see those little white nodes. That's the essential oil. These are the essential oils that is the life of the plant, and that is the life of us when we take it. They help our body naturally heal itself. The greatest thing about these oils are that there are no harmful side effects. I hate side effects. I know you're going to hear me say it probably a million more times when we get in here. The side effects, I mean, sometimes I know we've seen them all on the commercial when the little man starts to talk about may cause drowsy, nausea, cancer. If you start bleeding out your mouth, please run to the doctor. So we have so much more of that. And with essential oils, you just don't have that. Another benefit that I found is that they cost pennies per dose. They can be administered in the comfort of your home. You can reduce trips to the doctor, reduce exposure to other illnesses, and co-pays. So, when you combine all that, why not take a look at essential oils? Why not spend a little bit of time educating yourself and saying, you know what, maybe I can save myself something here or there that will help my life? And that's what we want to do. So just take a moment and think about your health concerns for you and your family, and go ahead and think about what you have in your medicine cabinet right now. I know that we had a lot of things. You'll see me pop up the screen right here. You'll see this is what I would take for me. I have PCOS, and I would take this in order to stop my cycle. I'm sorry if there's any men out there. Bear with me, it's all medical talk here. But I would have to take this, and it was just such a stressful process. We just felt like it just really wasn't helping, and it wasn't. It would take weeks to work. I would be up, down, everywhere with my emotions. It was just very a stressful time. We replaced it with an essential oil, and I want to tell you, it has just. I honestly I can't even start talking about it too much because I'm gonna cry because that's how much of a difference it has made. This one essential oil, frankincense, has replaced this medicine without the side effects, without the high cost, adding healing to my life. So, essential oils, let's talk about this. They're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. That's why they're so effective. They kill bacteria and inhibit the growth of viruses. And they enter the bloodstream sometimes within 30 seconds. If you have a major issue, it might take you a little bit longer to feel what's going on. As with most things, sometimes you have to treat your illness or your sickness or whatever it is that's bothering you, and you're not going to have natural healing one time, one dose. That's just not realistic. But they're able to penetrate. I'm going to show this slide right here. They're able to penetrate the outer membrane of the cell wall. This means that essential oils can go to work against viruses too. And this has been documented in our I'm going to show you the site right here, this PubMed right here, that On Guard has been very successful in treating the flu symptom. This is one of those reasons because it can get inside that cell and it can go ahead and take care of that. So, how do we extract them? Well, I'll show you a little bit here. We use a steam distillation process. We also use cold pressed extraction process. Many companies produce or use essential oils, but not all essential oils products are equal. Definitely doTERRA is heads and shoulders above other ones. You can't go and get lavender at Walmart and take it internally. You're going to get sick. It's not pure. The standards, because it is something that God gave us, is not man-made. The FDA cannot regulate it like they would the synthetics. But if you know anything about the FDA or have done any research with them, you realize, I mean, a lot of these companies that are making these chemicals and drugs that are bad for us and this food that are bad for us, they're paying off the FDA and the USDA left and right. So I don't put too much stock in the FDA. I put more stock in the natural products that God gave us. So here's a slide to show you that. And we have established a new standard called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. We set that standard by demanding the highest quality in all aspects of growing, processing, and distributing essential oils. We are committed to obtaining oils from the original source. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example of that. We have Hawaiian sandalwood, which is absolutely amazing, and we get that in Hawaii. We get that from a gentleman that makes it on his own farm. He has worked with us for this for a while now to get the Hawaiian sandalwood at its purest form without any synthetics, without any extra added. Recently, he passed away, and we were very sad to hear that. And the new owners that we had on that farm, well, they just didn't want to abide by our standards. Well, we just had to part ways with them because we are that dedicated. We buy oils from growers that are dedicated, just as dedicated as we are to giving our customers the purest form. We do a lot of third party testing, and you'll see time after time, if you do your research, we don't have synthetics, impurities, or chemicals that are going to harm you. If a batch does not meet this high standard, it does not make its ways into your bottles. Now, once you have the bottles in your home, there are 3 different ways you can use them. You can use them aromatically. This is the first and fastest way because it kills the germs in the air. It automatically opens your airways and starts to affect your mood and get into your system. And then we do topically. This can be applied to your head, to your feet, ears, chest, back of neck, or any troubled areas. We like to do on the spine as well. If you apply to the bottom of the feet, it really enters the bloodstream very fast because the pores on your feet are quite large and it can infect your entire body within 30 seconds. And I do mean that. I know it sounds crazy, 30 seconds, but it does work really fast. Today, Bam Bam, well, I'm sorry, yesterday, Bam Bam got an ant bite while we were out walking, and he's allergic to bites and he swells up pretty bad and it can be quite painful. So, of course, this morning he wakes up, comes out, he's automatically crying because both of his feet are swollen from ant bites, and he only had three, but they really swolled his foot that bad. So, what we did is we made what we call an owie blend, which has frankincense and lavender and melaleuca, and mixed in with some coconut oil, and we sprayed it on there. And I'm telling you, a couple minutes later, he comes walking into my office singing the Doc McStuffin song, talking about I feel better, so much better. And he was just cracking me up because he's sitting around, just dancing around. And it was a relief. It was a relief to know that, he's not in pain, especially seeing that we have a baseball game tonight. So he's able to play, he's able to go on with his life. And that's the whole point of it. You want to go on with your life. The third way you can take it is internally. These oils can go right to work from inside to relieve issues in the digestive system, mouth, throat, and liver. You can take underneath your tongue in a gel capsule, in water, or in food. And we do this quite often. We have a lot of serious issues in our house. Most of you know I have PCOS. My husband, he's had multiple work injuries, and we have pain management issues. So we do have to take these internally and we love it. We take them in gel capsules, especially for things like oregano because it's a hot oil. So it's very, very strong and it tingles entirely too much. So we take it in a capsule. We take that with frankincense, and that's one of our main meds that we use for our pain. And I'm telling you, within minutes, our pain starts to subside. We've replaced some very hardcore medicines with this simple mixture. So, like I said again, I'm going to reiterate it. I cannot tell you enough. You cannot say this about other oils. You can only say this about doTERRA oils. You don't want to be getting sick off of oils. You want to take all these things very seriously. And we do have a chart that lets you know which ones you can take aromatically, topically, or internally. You'll see that you can find that on my website where it says safe for children. We take this stuff very seriously, as you should too. So, now I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple things that I have replaced in my medicine cabinet so that you guys can kind of get an idea of what you can replace. So the first thing that we replaced was loperamide. I don't even know if I'm saying that. And Tums. Both of these have to do with a digestive issue. I know I suffer heartburns. We occasionally would have diarrhea back in the day, and we just had this stocked up in there. Well, we have replaced it with Digestin. We rub it on our belly, bada boom, bada bing. I put a drop in my water for heartburn, and it's done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And this is the thing, I have to take a drop. This is pennies to compare to the 4, 5, 6, or 7 that I would have to take of these Tums smoothies to get the same effect. Here's another one that I have to take on a regular basis. I have anemia. So I would have to take this oh my goodness. See, you can't even say these medicines. You can't say them. Look, Maxeron Forte. I can't even say that right. Versus peppermint. So this is what I would take. I had to take these iron pills. I'm highly anemic. Well, I replaced it with peppermint. A drop of peppermint underneath the tongue. It automatically, it's like the clouds just roll away from my brain. I don't have the brain fog. I'm able to go in my day, do what I need to do, have that energy, have that pep in my step without having to worry about the side effects of the medicine on my stomach, and for it to take a long time. And I usually take peppermint once, maybe twice a day if I have a lot of stuff to do and I'm trying to hurry up and get some stuff done. Here's another one that I take. I just touched on it before, the Listetta, and this was for the cycle issues. I'm telling you, it would take weeks to work. It was a miserable experience, and the side effects were quite bad. I replaced it with frankincense, a couple drops, and I'm done. I take frankincense now on a regular basis, and I'm really confident that with frankincense, with other oils included, that I'm really going to be able to manage, if not eliminate, most of the symptoms that I have with PCOS, and that's really exciting for me. Here's another one, and this is a big one. We have some hydrocodo, something, something, something. I know you guys are all familiar with this. We have replaced this with a simple solution. You'll see the little veggie caps at the bottom there. We add 6 drops of frankincense and 6 drops of oregano, or you can use marjoram. And we put this in the capsule and we drink it, and I'm telling you, pain is gone. This is another big one, Benadryl. Who doesn't have Benadryl in their cabinet, especially if you live here in Texas? So with the allergies, we have eliminated that by using lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And these don't taste as bad as oregano and frankincense, so we don't usually use veggie caps for these. But you can, especially if you're taking them every day, you have allergies that bad. Antoine, he does. But with drinking raw milk, oh, let me go ahead and stop myself before I start telling you how wonderful raw milk is. Just go ahead and do the research. I'm going to go ahead and give you a link on that. Raw milk is wonderful for allergies. So with that, Antoine's allergies haven't been as bad. But when they are, we use the lavender, the lemon, and the peppermint together. Another thing we also use is Breathe. This is good for asthmatics as well. And you can also put it in a nebulizer if you need to. And it works just as well, if not better. Another one we use, this is a common one, is the Dimetapp cold and cough. We have this all the time, especially having a young one, and everybody always has the sniffles. So this was a common one. I would get panicked once we got to the end of a cold and cough bottle. We had to hurry up and run out and get one. Well, we have replaced that with something called On Guard. And this is a preventative oil. If you use this, we use this as a cleaning agent. We use it in I actually put this in my dishwasher, but we use it in our hand sanitizer. And we take a regimen of this. If we know that people around us are sick, we'll up, a dose, a drop or two underneath the tongue, and we don't have to worry about taking cold or cough. I also use On Guard to get rid of a wicked abscess that would have cost me thousands of dollars to have a tooth removed, and let's not even talk about or a crown or all the meds that would have gone with that. Dentist fees are crazy. Within a day, I was able to get rid of an abscess and not have any pain. I had 6 mugs of On Guard, a total of 20 drops. That, oh my goodness, I'm going to go ahead and put up a link because I can't think of at the top of my head how much that costs. I'm going to put up a link real quick, and that's going to show you how much that costs compared to the thousands of dollars that it would have cost me. So here I am going to go ahead and show you my before and my after of my medicine cabinet. We went ahead and we made that big jump, and we put all of our old medicines in a bag, and we're relying essentially on oils. And I encourage you guys to do that as well. Ask me the questions, comment, ask me what I can do to help you. That's what I'm here for. That's what being a wellness advocate is all about. I'm going to go ahead and leave some information on the event page on the products that you can get. I want you to look at the Family Physicians Kit. That's the best place to start. I am doing a promo that if you get the family kit, which is a free wholesale membership with 25%, then you'll also get a workbook from me outlining how to use them, and you'll get some free consultations with that as well. I really like to work with my members and do the best that I can with them. I'm going to be putting up some other kits as well, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my medicine cabinet today, and I hope that you'll ask me questions and that I can be of assistance to you. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. I definitely do appreciate it. And y'all have a great weekend.